Kilo itu sih nak. Permission to screen share to rin permit kang ay tiyan mo. Tutong so screen here on share telo was yan.
Maka niyan rentum semo.
Atung mo so atelo.
Kung naman juga yang control lang ay sir Rafi lang. Oo.
Mấy con tí rồi đây, con vắt đồ lại trong biên vắt thôi.
Sir, I think your sharing screen has a bit of a technical error. Sir, please, when you are selecting, please click only Windows. Share Windows. Click that option, please, sir.
No, it is showing the select windows on screen. What I have to do?
Sir, please select only the share Windows option.
No, on screen, no.
So you're selecting the presentation button, right? There would be an option called Window. Please select only one. The PPT Windows.
Yeah, it is showing allow me to Google to see your screen.
Volunteers.
You are sharing the Firefox, okay? Show my screen anyway, huh? Show my screen anyway. 1 minute. Present something else. Stop presenting. What is this? select window or screen.
Yes.
So it is showing me Meet Mozilla Firefox and it's showing entire screen.
Yes, sir. Your
Or can you present on my behalf? I already shared some technical issues. Is it okay now?
yes, sir. We can see your screen. Yes. So
Okay.
you're visible to us.
It's okay. Is it moving? I'm just checking.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Is
If
it moving? It is not moving, no?
no, it's not moving, but sir, since we do have your power presentation, I think with the constraint of time at hand, it would be easier for us to share your PPT, and then you can through voice command you can ask us to push to go to the next slide. I think that would be much more feasible, sir.
Now, are you able to control it? Are you able to control my screen?
Yes, sir. We will be handling your this PPT presentation from our screen itself. So I think you can see your
Yes.
the slides on your system, right, sir?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
then when
Yes,
you
yes.
are presenting, please let us know when you
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to go to the next slide. Okay, sir. And
Yeah.
please, sir, give me a brief moment so
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I can begin and start the plenary session.
Okay.
Okay. Welcome back to the second session of in the afternoon. The plenary session. I, Dr. Lam Hing Dua, would be chairing the session, and as we are and will be again diving into our theme, navigating identity, culture, belonging, and transhumanism. We have among us through the online mode our resource person, Professor Jyoti Kumar. And before we start the program further, please allow me to give a brief introduction of our resource person. Professor Jyoti Kumar, currently a senior professor and former dean of the School of Economics, Management and Information Science at Mizoram University, is a seasoned academician with an illustrious career spanning nearly 4 decades. Having begun his journey in Andhra Pradesh, he rose through the economic ranks to become a cornerstone of commerce education in India's northeast. His expertise lies in marketing, service management, organizational behavior, and entrepreneurship, fields in which he has mentored numerous PhD scholars and contributed more than 70 publications, including books, journals, and book chapters. A respected voice in national academic policy, Professor Jyoti Kumar has served as key university bodies, including the Academic Council, Finance Committee, Executive Council of Mizoram University. His stewardship as an ACT assessor and committee convener reflects his commitment to quality education and institutional growth. Equally impressive is his footprint as a speaker, having delivered lectures across a wide spectrum of UGC-sponsored programs, from orientation to refresher courses to national and international seminars, conferences, symposiums, and workshops. His research bridges theory with practice, with notable studies on tribal entrepreneurship, consumer behavior, micro-enterprise dynamics, and life insurance marketing in Mizoram. Through leadership, mentorship, and advocacy, Professor Jyoti Kumar has played a vital role in shaping the economic contours of commerce and management in the region. And without any further ado, please let us welcome Professor Jyoti Kumar for his keynote address on Indian knowledge systems, opportunities and challenges for HEIS. And sir, I hand over the floor to you. Sir, please can you unmute your microphone and you can proceed with your lecture.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, Poo Kangte. Thank you, Poo Kangte, for your wonderful introduction about me, and you are too generous. And I'm very happy to involve with this international event. It is 2 days international conference on humanities and social sciences. And I have some emotional attachment with Hatim. I have some beautiful memories. I always relish some beautiful memories, and my interaction and attachment with Hatim, Higher and Technical Institute of Mizoram, and this particular institute under the auspices of Baptist Church, they are doing human service in the field of education. Uh, right from school education till higher education, they are really doing a wonderful thing. And I would say that this is first of its kind in the state, first private college in higher education system having a residential system. And I was closely associated with this particular institution at the time of getting affiliation from Mizoram University. I used to go to this particular place. At that time, road condition was not that good, and it was a roundabout road also. And many times I had visited your college, and at that time, your principal, I remember her very well, and P. Pari. And she used to provide very good hospitality for me, and a very dynamic principal. And still, I would like to say that my friendship is continuing even after 15 years of time. So, with this brief introduction, I once again congratulate the college management and the principal of the college, Dr. Lalun Thara, and also the organizing committee, for organizing this event. It is not easy to organize a 2 day international conference in a remote place like Lunglei, and they are doing it. And I'm very happy to know that 130 more than 130 papers have been received from them, from not only within the country, even from across the country, across the globe. So, with this, I just want to speak on this particular topic, that is Indian knowledge systems, opportunities and challenges for higher education institutions. Because under National Education Policy 2020, this is a thrust area. This is a thrust area, and uh, I think you try to make it a little big, possible. My slide. Otherwise, okay, I will take from here 1 minute. So this topic I selected because this is the thrust area under National Education Policy 2020, and still there is not much awareness about IKS, even among academicians, and this is very much relevant not only for the teachers of humanities, not only for the teachers of social sciences. It is relevant for all the teachers, including sciences, right? And that is why I have selected this particular topic. And let me see the slide from my system. Yeah. And Indian knowledge system, and it has some background. This is an innovative division under the Ministry of Education at AICTE New Delhi. It was started in October 2020. That was the beginning. So 5 years have been passed, and let us try to know what this particular division has achieved so far. And its main purpose is to promote interdisciplinary and transdisciplinary research on all aspects of IKS, Indian Knowledge System. And I think I need not explain the distinction between interdisciplinary research and transdisciplinary research, right? And of course, the multidisciplinary approach is one of the salient features of NEP 2020, and it should happen not only at research level, and in many universities it is happening, in many colleges it is happening at the teaching learning process of UG and PG programs. And another purpose of IKS is to preserve and disseminate IKS for further research and societal applications, for spreading the rich heritage and traditional knowledge in the field of arts and literature, agriculture, basic sciences, engineering and technology, architecture, economics, management, so on. So it touches upon the every discipline, in fact, in social sciences, humanities, as well as sciences. Then what the IKS division does? It supports and funds establishment of IKS centers. Across the country, there are many IKS centers now. We are going to discuss about that. And it conducts internship for undergraduate students. It conducts faculty development programs. It conducts workshops. It involves in text mining, outreach activities in partnership with other institutions. And this division, IKS division, also initiated IKS Wiki portal. You can visit this particular portal in the internet, IKS Wiki portal, and it is possible for you to publish articles in this particular portal in various Indian languages. So language is not a barrier. For example, it is possible for you to publish an article in Mizo language also. But the only thing is, it should relate to our traditions, our culture, and our heritage, right? So then it also, IKS division is also involved in creation of new knowledge, and it is involved in inspiring the development of future innovators and scholars, right? Then what are the core principles? Next please. What are the core principles of the IKS? And these are the three important core principles. One is parampara. Parampara is a Sanskrit word. Parampara means, I mean, we are expect as higher education institutions, as the stakeholders of higher education institutions, as teachers and researchers, we are expected to carry forward the knowledge which we inherited from our earlier generations. So we should not stop it. We should continue the research and the fruits of research, right? And we need to disseminate to the younger generations, to the next generations. And it is possible only through research, continuous research. And another thing is drishti. Drishti means the way you are looking. I mean, you are expected to develop a perspective. Drishti is nothing but a perspective. We need to develop a perspective so that it would be possible to combine traditional wisdom with modern knowledge. Whatever knowledge we have access for, right? And we have not created that knowledge for the first time, right? And we inherited that knowledge from earlier generations, from decades and centuries onwards, right? And we are expected to use that conventional and traditional knowledge and wisdom in our present and future research works. So we need to develop that type of perspective. I'm not asking you to do research on Indian knowledge system, but whatever research you are already pursuing, it is possible to have that type of perspective. I'm not asking you to write one chapter on IKS, but it is possible to mention a few paras, a few perspective wherever possible, whatever may be your area of research, whether it is humanities or social sciences or sciences. Then the third core principle is Laukika Prayojana. Laukika Prayojana means the research finally, the purpose of research is it should have some practical utility. Research is not just for the sake of obtaining a degree. Research is not just for the sake of getting some promotion, right? Research is not just for the sake of decorating my name. The purpose of research is it should be practically useful for the society, whatever may be your discipline. whatever may be our area of research, if we are not able to apply the research fruits, the research outcomes for societal benefit, if we are not able to do that, then what is the purpose of research? So these are the three core principles of IKS: Parampara, Drishti, Laukika, Prayojana. Then these are this slide, next slide. This slide is about IKS research centers. So this IKS research division has been established in 2020, and now we have 27 IKS research centers in 14 states. And of course, in Mizoram, we don't have that center, and either Mizoram University or some other institution have to get one particular, have to establish one particular IKS research center. Maybe we have not applied for it, right? And IKS teacher training centers, what they, we have 17 IKS teacher training centers. And these 17 research centers across the country, they provide training in different, multiple subjects like metallurgy, Sanskrit, Indian psychology, computational linguistics, Tarka. Tarka means it is, law, legal studies. Science of color, education, promoting matrimony, right? Mathematical logic and physical sciences, as described by Nyaya Shastra, temple knowledge traditions, Indian mathematics and astronomy, like that, Ayurveda, like that, these centers are providing continuous training in different subjects for teachers. And as teachers, it is possible for us to undergo such type of training. Just visit the website of iksindia.org, iksindia.org. You just visit that website, you get a lot of information. And we have 7 IKS Bhasha Kendras, 7 centers, languages. It is in Gujarat. 7 centers we have in Gujarati, Telugu, Oriya, Malayalam, Sanskrit, Sindhi, and Tamil. Right? Next slide. And this slide is about IKS research projects and other activities. At present, in this particular division, 88 research projects are going on and funded by IKS research division. And most of the principal investigators, they belong to premier institutions like IIT BHU, IIT Kanpur, IIT Roorkee, University of Hyderabad, IIT Bombay, and other specialized institutions. I just mentioned some of these institutions. You can understand the kind of quality of research going on under the auspices of this particular division, because all these are premier institutions. And the professors there, they are deeply involved. Some of them, they are deeply involved in research under this particular division. And they conducted many webinars on Indian agriculture and health sector, Ardhashastra, Ayurveda, management of COVID-19. During COVID-19, I know we realized the importance of our traditional knowledge, the importance of our traditional wisdom. And in medical sciences, in agriculture, in logistics management, right? And in vaccination, in changing the human behavior, maintaining social distancing, and all these things, suddenly we realized the importance of our conventional traditional knowledge, and some of the lessons we learned from our traditional knowledge. What happened 100 years back when flu occurred? What happened a few decades back when TB occurred? So certain lessons we learned because of this. Our drishti is totally changed, especially during COVID time, right? So many webinars. This particular organization has conducted in different areas like environmental wisdom, history prosperous India, dating of Ramayana and Mahabharata, naturopathy, management and the Gita, mining and metallurgy of ancient India, Indian linguistic theories and language technology, Vedic microbiology, like that. Well, I'm not giving much explanation because of time constraint, because I want to complete in next 5 minutes. I will try to complete it because I know the importance. Next 5 to 7 minutes, I will try to complete it. So this is next slide is about IKS knowledge repository. So just visit the website iksindia.org and you will get some information about this particular knowledge repository. Activities of IKS centers, research projects, IKS internship, e-books, IKS newsletters, manuscripts, courses offered by IKS centers. This is 27 IKS centers, 30 plus IKS centers. They're also offering certain courses. Not only for the teachers, they're offering certain courses even for the students. Right? Courses offered by IKS centers and other institutions, lectures and videos, they constitute IKS knowledge repository, right? So already during last 5 years, this particular division is able to create a particular knowledge repository, and whatever may be your area of research, it is possible for you to make use of the literature, the resources that are available in the website for furthering your research. Next one. So these are the funding opportunities available for the institutions, for higher education institutions like colleges and universities. IKS institutional internship, they have under that scheme, they are encouraging and they are encouraging youth to take up a deeper study of various topics related to IKS in specific subject. And it is possible for us to submit certain research proposals. But the proposals should be outcome-based proposals, providing catalytic grants for young scientists and established scientists. They are encouraging established scientists as well as the young scientists also. And during 2025, IKS division, it wants to provide 20 new proposals. It wants to provide research funding for 20 new proposals, up to 20 lakh rupees over the next 2 years. So you can take the opportunity. We can take the opportunity. And the new IKS centers also they want to establish, and because there are many states still, there are certain states still, they don't have IKS centers. And visit the website, it is possible for us to apply for IKS center. IKS postdoctoral fellowship is available to fund innovative research projects, and IKS textbooks and course material writing, minor courses of 8 to 10 papers, minor papers, 8 to 10 papers, it is possible for you to offer with certain credits, right? So this is funding opportunities. Then we have a next slide. We have IKS Wiki and Bhartiya Khel. Khel means sports. So it is inviting enriched articles for IKS Wiki knowledge repository. It is possible to submit an article. Online submission is possible, and this particular portal, they will publish the articles. And the Bhartiya Khel, under that, they introduced 75 games to be played in all schools. And one game they are popularizing each month, and its implementation and training material are available in the website, right? This is relating to sports. Next one, Bhartiya Drishti to address the challenges. So IKS to be incorporated in scientific, so there are some of the challenges. IKS to be incorporated in scientific manner in the curriculum at the school and higher education institutions. It is possible to introduce certain initiatives we can have right from the school education. So it includes the tribal knowledge and indigenous and traditional ways of learning. For example, forest management, organic cultivation, etc. Simple activities including touring by students, appreciation of diversity, etc. Under the tourist destinations identified under Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat. So they are encouraging students to visit those tourist centers because it is also possible to gain some knowledge by visiting certain places. Ministry of Education issued guidelines in 2023. At least 5% of credits at UG and PG programs, they are encouraging to have certain courses up to 5% of credits, right, in UG and PG programs. Next one. This is about Bharati Drishti. At least 50% of the credits be related to major discipline. And if you want to introduce a program under IKS, right? And you have to plan like this. At least 50% of credits be related to the major discipline. Medium of instruction in any Indian language. I mean, English is not compulsory. So guidelines for training and orientation of faculty issued already. Guidelines for empanelment of artisans in residences in higher education institutions already in place. Guidelines for introduction of courses issued already in place. Just visit the website of this IKS, you will get it. And awarding minor degrees who completes 80 to 20 credits, it is possible. And 32 IKS centers, they have been established. And at present, 75 plus high-end interdisciplinary research facilities, I mean, they are available and for the researchers. Yes, next one. So this is about Bharati Drishti. So already 5,200 internships have been offered by this division, IKS division. 50 FDPs, faculty development programs have been conducted. 8,000 plus higher education institutions started adopting IKS already. 1.5 lakh books digitized under this division. And it is in collaboration with the Ministry of Culture and partner institutions. They successfully reached 6 crore plus citizens, right? And many thinkers and practitioners were involved in Vision 2047 roadmap. Next one. But there are certain criticisms and there are certain concerns. It is about structural framework and relevance. It is very difficult to have textbooks on IKS, right? Because this is a newly developed, initiative. So sometimes it is very difficult to get literature in the form of structured textbooks. That means there is an opportunity to write a book on this. There is an opportunity to do some research on this, maybe as edited volume. So there is potential of misrepresentation and misuse. And one of the criticisms is government is encouraging a Hindu nationalist agenda. Whenever we are talking about traditional wisdom or our heritage, it doesn't mean it is all about Hinduism, right? And but there is a criticism on this line. And there is a need for a balanced approach. There is a need for qualified teachers. And we need to focus on practical applications and critical engagement with IKS. There is need for collaboration for practitioners. And we need to address the language barriers because much of our traditional knowledge is available in different languages. It may not be available in English. So there is an opportunity, there is also a challenge. Next one. Try to avoid romanticizing, right? We should have research bent of mind and we should have scientific temper. With that attitude only, we have to do research. But whatever is available, whatever is old, need not be gold, right? We should use our wisdom and scientific temper. No need to romanticize, right? Then another thing is, it is not a replacement. IKS is not a replacement for scientific inquiry, right? And next one, try to integrate IKS into our lives. So its true value lies in its practical application, outcomes of research, I'm telling. Say everybody practices, like everyday practices, like food choices, home remedies, local crafts, well-being. So all these things, we have to touch upon. And we need a top-down approach is not required, right? And bureaucratic approach is not required in doing research. Make it a grassroots movement to reach every household, every community, and every individual. Then there is a question: why IKS? Why Indian knowledge system? We don't have American knowledge system. We don't have British knowledge system. We don't have China knowledge system. We don't have German knowledge system. Why Indian knowledge system is required? Because their knowledge systems naturally integrated into culture. Earlier speaker was telling about the diversity of culture in Indian context. So, but Indian culture is in different forms, in different languages, right? Different systems. So diversity is beauty and diversity is our strength. So that is why IKS, Indian knowledge system, we need to develop as a discipline and as a thought process. We need to develop it because of variety of diversity. And but India neglected its indigenous systems of knowledge so far. That is why IKS is very much important. And these are some of the conclusions. So far, our knowledge has been overshadowed by Western paradigms. So this created a disconnect with our cultural heritage. So we are in search of our roots. So home remedies like herbs, spices, turmeric, neem, ginger, local food practices, seasonal, regional, plant-based foods, millets, fermented foods, and Ayurveda, yoga, meditation, and mindful eating. So all these are some of the examples where I know we need to do some serious research on IKS. So this is my conclusion, and these are some of the quotations about scientific temper. If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of James, Newton. Science and everyday life can't and should not be separated. Franklin. Research is to see what everybody else has seen, and research is to see what everybody else has seen, and to think what nobody else has thought. Right? I thought this is a proper platform to say something about Indian knowledge system, and as researchers, as teachers, it is possible for you to throw some light in our teaching learning process, in our research process. It is possible to throw some light about our traditional and conventional wisdom system, and that would certainly strengthen our research. So with that idea, I want to conclude here. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, you are free to.
Thank you, Professor Jyoti Kumar, for your wonderful, insightful, and resourceful lecture. And I think you have rightly pointed out that it is our duty to inculcate our knowledge systems with our rich and diverse heritage and culture that we have as an Indian. So I think you have, sir, rightly addressed and made your lectures in such a way that is applicable to all the attendees, listeners, and participants of this conference. So, sir, once again, I would like to say thank you for your lecture.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Yes. And I would open the floor to one question.
Yeah, if you have anything. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Would anyone have questions for Professor Jyoti Kumar?
The basic idea behind IKS is your grandmother may not be as educated as you are, but still they have seen certain portions of life, right? Certain types of experience, and certainly that will help us, whether it is the eating habit, whether it is how to maintain good marital relationship, family management, right? Whatever it may be, or money management, whatever it may be. They may not have studied any textbooks, our grandparents, but still, they accumulated certain knowledge, and it is possible to use that knowledge, to trace out that knowledge, and to document that knowledge. If we are able to do that, because that knowledge should not be vanished after next generation. It should not be vanished. We need to, document such type of traditional knowledge, and there are different type of sources, and then certainly it would be beneficial for future generations. I think that is the idea behind IKS philosophy.
Yes, sir. There is a question.
Yeah.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, please.
Sir, in your presentation, there was an obvious statement where it stated that the point of criticism, which states that it did not involve the indigenous culture, the knowledge system, indigenous knowledge system into the IKS. Now, my question
yeah.
is,
Yeah.
this is going to be a very controversial political question, but the
Yes,
Indian
yes.
knowledge system, why
Yeah.
did it not include the indigenous knowledge system? Or is it that they find that the indigenous, like the Northeast culture, say for example, the Northeastern state, cumulatively,
Why
do they
not?
not
You know,
consider,
yes.
do they do not consider the Northeastern region as a part of India? Thank
No,
you, sir.
no. It is not like that. See, thing is, you know, our strength and our limitation is lies with our diversity. Diversity means in terms of culture, in terms of languages, in terms of our backgrounds, right? And you know, in a classroom, I used to tell, you know, you can easily define who is an average American. You can easily define who is an average Chinese. You can easily mention something about an average German. Because, you know, average Chinese, he speaks Chinese language. An average American speaks English. And the food habits of Germans, you know, you can easily say this is the kind of food habits of Japanese or Germans. But if I ask you one simple question, who is an average Indian? What language he speaks, he or she? And what kind of clothes he wears? What about his breakfast habits? What about the traditions of an average Indian as far as marriage is concerned? Very difficult for you and for me, though we are Indians, very difficult for us to describe about all these things. Because who is an average Indian? And a Bengali is different, a Tamilian is different, a person who is speaking Hindi is different, right? And if you take Northeast region, and again, Northeast region is, though we conveniently we call it Northeastern region, it is not homogeneous group. It is highly heterogeneous group. Though we have many tribal population, though we have many tribals in Northeast region, it doesn't mean all are same. So there are a lot of differences among the tribes, and there are a lot of differences among the tribes and non-tribes. At the same time, there are many common points also among the people of Indians, among the Indians, and among the tribals of Northeast region. So, you know, see, under Indian knowledge system, what we are expected to do is we are expected to explore our past, and we are not. If we ignore our past, if we ignore our conventional knowledge and the traditional wisdom, then, you know, it is risky for us. Because, you know, we all know the importance of this environmental degradation is happening, right? And food security is a problem. Still, India is a developing country. It is not a developed nation, right? And earlier the speaker was telling about how unequal we are as Indians. It is a highly unequal society. We have economic disparities, right? But if we utilize our conventional wisdom and traditional knowledge, certainly it is possible for us to find out certain solutions. It is possible for us to address our current problems with having by having that perspective of traditional knowledge and traditional wisdom. That is the idea. So no need to criticize it vehemently, no need to criticize anything. But, you know, at the same time, don't think that whatever is available in the past, you know, that is something great. There may be some bad practices happened. Some bad things must have happened. You know, we try to, in history, what we do is we study up those things so that we try to learn some lessons from the past. So such type of scientific temper one has to develop as a teacher, right? And my simple suggestion to you is, you may be doing research in any topic, you may belong to any discipline, but it is possible for you to enrich yourself by visiting that website, iksindia.org. And still awareness level even among the teachers is very low about importance of IKS, right? So be a part of it, and try to have that particular type of drishti, that means perspective, so that, you know, certainly it will be useful for you, and it will be useful for the society. So that is the idea of IKS.
Okay, as we have time constraint and all right, sir. There is one more point from the
Yes.
floor, so I'd open
Okay.
the time to it.
Okay, okay, okay.
If the camera can focus me, then I want him to let
Yes, please.
to see me.
Yes.
Sir, this is not. I'm not going to ask the question. I am
Yeah.
Thara, Nuntara.
Okay. Yeah.
So, sir, I am very happy to see you here in our conference. So, even though this is a very formal session, but I like to take this opportunity as a conference patron.
Yeah.
So, yes, sir, we are very happy to see you as a speaker. So, I want to say that under his guidance, under Professor Joyti's guidance, I could finish my PhD successfully. So, I would like to thank him once again. And today, we could see him here as a resource person, and we could listen a very insightful presentation. And I'm really, really happy to him. And sir, thank you very much. And
Thank you.
we expect him to come here physically, but due to the road condition, he could not come over here. But anyway, sir, thank you very much. I like to say thanks to you. Very special thanks to you. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you to see you as principal of the college, and I'm getting very good feedback about your college. And I have a lot of respect for the Baptist Church, which are really doing a good service to Mizo society through their education. And so my thanks to your elders, and my greetings to all the faculty members, and my best wishes to the students. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful thoughts and your presence here with us. And as we have, as I've mentioned, there is a time constraint. I would not be taking any further questions, and in order to keep up with our track of time, and the next session, technical session, that's happening at 1:30. So this plenary session would summarily come to an end. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Lunch is ready, and so let's all have lunch and be available in our technical sessions room by 1:30.